Welcome to the Forward Exam Test Security Training. Who is responsible for test security? Anyone who works with the Forward Exam in any way is responsible for test security. This includes setup, administration, testing, reporting, communication, etc. Everyone involved in the testing process must sign a hard copy DPI confidentiality form. These forms are available on the Forward Exam Test Security webpage. Only District Assessment Coordinator confidentiality forms come to DPI. All other forms are retained at the school or district level. School assessment coordinators, district technology coordinators, and any other district staff must submit their confidentiality form to the District Assessment Coordinator. School staff, including test administrators, school technology coordinators, and any other staff, submit their forms to the school assessment coordinators, or the district assessment coordinators if there is no school assessment coordinator. A test security incident is any failure to comply with test security and/or test administration policies by staff or students, whether intentional or accidental, prior, during, or after testing. All incidents must be reported to DPI. Be sure to prepare the testing environment to ensure a valid test administration. Remove or cover all instructional materials on the walls and desks. Ensure adequate spacing between students or provide visual barriers. Place a Do Not Disturb sign on the door of the room and a No Cell Phones or Unauthorized Electronic Devices sign in the room. Be sure that only test administrators and students participating in the Forward Exam are in the testing environment. No parents, family members, observers, etc. Only the student participating in the exam may view the test questions. No one may log into a test using student credentials. Pictures or copies of the tests are not permitted in any way for any reason. So if a student is having a problem with the test or an item, you may not take a picture and send it to DPI or DRC to show them, as this would constitute a security violation. You may not go back to the teacher's lounge and put an item you may have seen up and discuss it with other educators, as this would be a security violation. You may not discuss an item with students after they complete testing, even if asked. As an educator, you should not be looking at the student's tests unless necessary. If sample items are needed for any reason, DPI has provided sample items on the Forward Exam Practice Test webpage. Test tickets are considered secure testing materials. Be sure you collect the same number of tickets that you pass out to students, and that each student receives his or her own test ticket. Test tickets should be destroyed after the completion of the assessment. Again, staff must not log on to the Forward Exam using student credentials. See the Accessibility Guide for Calculator Accommodation Guidelines. Inappropriate use of a calculator, including on an item that does not allow a calculator, or non-embedded calculators without documented need, is a test security violation. Any print materials that are approved for use by DPI due to a student's special circumstances must be kept secure at all times and destroyed immediately after use. A confirmation of destruction form must be sent to DPI ensuring this process has occurred. The Accessibility Guide is available to help you understand what is allowable on the Forward Exam and in what circumstances. Misuse of a designated support or accommodation or lack of a designated support or accommodation a student should have had access to may result in the invalidation of a student's test results. Be sure you are aware of the accessibility guidelines for the Forward Exam and know which students will need accessibility features during testing. District assessment coordinators and school assessment coordinators give permission to users in eDirect based on their role and need. Anyone logging into eDirect the first time will be required to agree to confidentiality terms from DRC. Anyone may report a security incident. The easiest method to report an issue is the incident report form available on the Forward Exam Test Security webpage. But the Office of Student Assessment at DPI will also take reports by phone, fax, letter, or email. Depending on the perceived severity of the allegation, the district may be asked to do a more thorough fact-finding investigation. Consequences of violations may include invalidation of student test results, no student score for individualized tests for those content areas, having to explain the incident and invalidation to parents or guardians, civil legal liability for copyright violations, loss of a year's test results for the affected grade or content area, which will show in the public data as not tested. The best way to stay ahead of security violations is to ensure all school and district staff are mindful of the test administration, test security, and accessibility policies and procedures. Many violations occur because someone is not aware of the policies and procedures due to lack of training and resources available to them. If you have any questions regarding the Forward Exam, please contact us at osamail@dpi.wi.gov.